Following Toyota's romantic RAV4 silhouette teaser shot yesterday, Subaru is officially joining in the compact crossover titillating game with a glimpse of the 2019 Forester. Subaru has toyed with pincer-shaped taillights for a few years on its Visive concepts. The Ascend concept wore another version of the design, but the production Ascend got fitted with a set of highly unoffensive lamps. Looks like the Forester earns the retail nod for the conceptual units, and with it, a wider cargo opening. The taillights on the present Forester impose a scallop-shut line on the tailgate. The split units in this teaser let designers push the tailgate edge just a few inches from the edge of the car. The Ascend could make its presence felt elsewhere, though. We've made out a couple of the flowing character lines underneath camouflage on Forester prototypes that match the Ascend's flanks. Up front, the 2019 Forester gets a much more upright schnoz reminiscent of the Ascend. The two vehicles differ in grille treatment. The Forester carries over its general design from the current car, but replaces the thick geometric bars with thin streaks similar to the Ascend's. Although larger than the current Forester, we don't expect huge growth anywhere. Migrating to Subaru's global platform will make the most of the incremental gains. The much smaller Impreza added 3 additional cubic feet of cargo room after its switch to the SGP. We don't know if engines will be included in the under-the-skin overhaul, but a welcome swap would be adding the Ascen's 2.4-liter turbo to the lineup. That lump produces 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, trumping the 250 horsepower and 258 pounds FT in the current top-tier Forester 2.0 XT Premium. Spy photographers caught the Forester testing alongside a new Honda CR-V and a Volkswagen Tiguan, which means we could be in for a new level of feature and dynamic polish. What we can rely on is a selection of 4-cylinder boxer engines and CVTs, plus updated eyesight driver assistance tech. The debut happens in exactly 2 weeks at the New York Auto Show, the showroom appearance late this year.
Don't panic if you are a Model 3 reservation holder in Europe and haven't received an invite to order your electric cars. Tesla is still months away from officially bringing the car to Europe. However, the first Model 3 vehicles are nonetheless now going for sale in Europe on the grey market. When a vehicle is popular enough but not yet available in a market, some resellers will often try to get their hands on it in another market and import it themselves in order to try to turn a profit. It's often called a grey market. We saw it happen with the Tesla Model X in China, with vehicles going for as much as 40% over the regular price, $240 KUS, when supply was still limited in the country. Now it appears to be happening in Europe for the Model 3. It's especially surprising considering the availability of the Model 3 is still limited in the US, the only market where it's officially available, but there are still plenty available on the used market, and now it looks like people are buying them and bringing them to Europe for reselling. Several vehicles are showing up on Germany's Mobile.de website, with some vehicles already in Germany while others are still in the US. The vehicles feature a significant premium over the price of a new Model 3, with the cheapest one being about $12,000 more expensive than new before VAT. Several Model 3 vehicles have been spotted in Europe lately, some of which have presumably been imported by German automakers to benchmark and reverse engineer. Electrek reported on 2 Tesla Model 3 vehicles spotted in air freight inbound for Germany earlier this year, and a few weeks later, there were reports of the Model 3 impressing a German automaker after being reverse engineered by a team hired by the company. While these vehicles can now be seen around Europe, Tesla is officially only launching the Model 3 on the old continent Europe in late 2018.
The Nissan Leaf was the earliest practical BEV on the road, and was a landmark vehicle when it debuted on American highways in late 2010. More than 300,000 of the little electric cars have been sold since, about half of them in the US, making the Leaf, by Nissan's reckoning, the top-selling global BEV of all time. But the Leaf has gained company and lost market share since 2010. Nissan said it sold 11,230 of them last year. According to the California Dealers Group, fewer Leafs were sold in the state in 2017 than the Chevy Bolt EV, Tesla Model S and Model X, and Fiat 500e. Before you start cracking wise about Nissan needing to turn over a new leaf, the 2018 actually is a new Leaf. The new model goes farther on a charge, recharges faster, has more features, is better looking and costs less than the 2017. The Leaf profile is lower, longer and sleeker. With sportier edges, it looks more like a car and less like a science experiment than previous models. Range has risen to an EPA-approved 151 miles, up from 107 miles, powered by a 40 kWh lithium-ion battery, replacing the 30 kWh battery on earlier models. That and some software changes have made the Leaf more lively. Horsepower and torque numbers are up substantially on the 2018 model, which jets silently from corner to corner and up to freeway speed. The range and battery life can also be extended using a variety of driving modes, giving the driver more control over how the Leaf's battery power is spent. A 6.6 kW onboard charger makes it possible to juice the Leaf up more quickly than previous models. Nissan says the Leaf can be charged at the rate of 22 miles of range per hour on a level 2 charger, or as fast as 90 miles in a half-hour at a fast charging station. Among the standard new features is Nissan's e-pedal, a technology that allows the car to apply electronic braking when the driver reduces pressure on the accelerator. This slows the car, and will bring it to a complete stop, while returning energy to the battery. With practice, the actual brakes seldom need to be applied at all, which increases range and extends the life of the brakes. Nissan is proud of its ProPilot driving assistant feature, which is now available in the Leaf. The program is designed to function as an adaptive cruise control system, applying braking and accelerating as needed, and helping the driver steer straight too. Nissan says, the feature is not an autonomous driving system but is a hands-on driver assistance tool, designed to reduce fatigue and stress by liberating the driver from constant use of the brake and accelerator pedals. ProPilot was first introduced in Nissan's Rogue, which aside from the Leaf is the only Nissan vehicle to feature the system. Nissan has given its Leaf a clean new dashboard look and has used fabric and plastics to produce effective sound deadening. Around town and on the freeway, the Leaf is a nice, quiet car. The driver's cockpit is comfortable and spacious, though the back seats will be a little cramped for full-size adults. Those backseat folks are given cup holders but no plug-in ports for their devices. The storage area behind the front seats is adequate, and gets bigger when the rear seats are folded forward. But as on a lot of BEVs, there's a battery back there, which will make loading a bicycle or large box a little difficult. The entry-level Leaf starts at $30,875. The car comes in S, SV and SL trim lines.
The all-new 2019 Subaru Ascent 3-row family hauler has been 3 years in the making, since Subaru discontinued the B9 Tribeca 3-row vehicle. Tribeca was too small for the US, customers and dealers let Subaru know, and they listened. It's being built in the US for American families and it's coming soon. Subaru announced customers can pre-order the new family-sized vehicle from their local dealer. Production is expected early summer 2018 with orders arriving soon after. Families can choose base, premium, limited and touring models and it will be the biggest Subaru ever built. Ascent offers up a spacious interior, comfortable and flexible seating options and a host of new safety, driver assistant and vehicle technologies. The SUV is built on the new Subaru Global platform with high-strength steel, featuring rigidity and vibration resistance, providing a quiet interior and excellent driving feel. Ascent is powered by an all-new 2.4-liter boxer engine, mated to a new version of Subaru's high-torque Lineartronic continuously variable transmission, CVT, automatic transmission and standard symmetrical all-wheel drive system for all-weather capability. Subaru expects the new all-wheel drive vehicle to be a big hit with current customers looking to move up from an Outback, Forester or Crosstrek, and families looking for a three-row crossover who have never purchased a Subaru vehicle before. The all-new 2019 Subaru Ascent won't arrive in showrooms until this summer, but you can see it at a car show near you now. The all-new three-row 2019 Ascent SUV, the automaker's biggest vehicle ever, will be produced at the Subaru plant in Lafayette, Indiana beginning in early summer 2018 with orders arriving soon after.